Maybe if I add us to the stage, you might can see us. I was like, why did we not pop up? Too many buttons to click on the new software here for streaming. So welcome, everybody. Hopefully you can see and hear us. Let us know that. We definitely want to see that. And as you can see, we're upside. We're not outside. Losing my voice too. We're upstairs, not outside. And that's because it is miserable. I already see a lot of y'all talking about the heat. We already mentioned that we potentially would not be outside this week, and we chose no. Like, it's still 96 here, high humidity, miserable. I'm sure way over 100 with the heat index.
I think it said it was 112 with the heat index today.
Yeah,
that's what I read
probably
earlier.
What it was earlier. And tomorrow's supposed to be anywhere between 98 to 101 actual temp. And I'm guessing, what is that? Close to a 115 heat index or something. So yeah, it's going to be a miserable, absolutely miserable week. Winter cannot get here quick enough, or just fall. The heck of winter, just give me fall. Oh my goodness gracious. So we'll scroll up and catch a couple comments. Is everybody saying they can see us and hear us?
I don't know.
I'm not at the bottom right now. I see everybody's talking about weather. Yeah, I totally get it.
Sounds good.
It's miserable, y'all. Absolutely miserable. So I know Dino earlier asked about the chickens. We got to give a chicken update every week. I don't know if there's much of an update this
No, there's
week.
not. They're doing good. They're happy as can be, and everybody's getting along so far. So they're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lance says it was 110 on their heat index. I don't live in Florida for a reason. Well, it sounds like you're getting Florida weather regardless. So enjoy it. Hey, at least you don't have all the Florida bugs and everything else. I'm going to adjust this just a little. All right, put our heads in the center of the screen here. So sorry, yeah, cheap, junky camera up here off of our computer upstairs, but at least the AC is running and we have a fan going as well. Oh, goodness. So Todd said, yeah, try to stay inside in the AC. One time I'm out when I'm at work. And sadly, I have nothing but outdoor projects planned this entire week, like major labor-intensive projects. This is going to
dreading it.
It's going to be a bad week this week and next week, but it's just the way things have lined up. It is what it is. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm dreading this week. Speaking of this week, last week of the month, we're going to have to do a members only live stream. So we'll give you an update on some of the stuff that I'm going to be doing. I don't know the day yet because I've got such a busy week. It's probably either going to be Wednesday or Thursday afternoon. We'll do our members only live stream, give some little sneak peeks and chat with you on a more personal level. But we appreciate everybody. We try to do absolutely a live stream every single week, although we haven't been too good on that here lately. We've been traveling.
We're getting back on track.
Yeah, we've been traveling and having everything else going on. So, and I'm going ahead and preparing y'all. Once we get to about October through January, we're going to be canceling a lot of live streams. We have so many family events, holiday events and all. We do this every single year. It's just the way it is, but blessed to have the family and the events to go to. All right. Larry says, I sure hope he has good news on the River House build. Crickets, silence. But we were already warned by the environmental regulation company that's going over all of our paperwork that we've been getting for the last 7-8 months, however long it's been. They told us it could take up to 30 days, and they're booked and behind right now. So they said kind of be prepared for the 30 days. They just come out, what was it? Not last week, the week before. Maybe it was last week. I can't remember. My days are running together. I think it was a week before, and did a site evaluation. And then now their in-house engineers that approved the building permit are going through the whole packet that we presented them. Hopefully we'll hear something next week.
I'm just glad we're at this point, though, because it just felt like it was going to take forever to get to this point. So.
It has taken forever. What are you talking about? This is not like a normal house building procedure where you just go up to your local courthouse and say, how much do I owe you? Here's my plans. Call me in 3 days. If you give them the thumbs up and, you know, what do I pay you? No. We still have to go do that, by the way. But everything is getting gone through with a fine-tooth comb from an environmental state regulatory company. Yeah, that's the word I'm trying to say. Regulatory. I don't say that word very often. I want to say regulation, but that's not quite the proper word right here. So they go over all this with a fine-tooth comb. We've already had a preliminary meeting with them. We sat down for an hour over a Zoom conference call and presented all this stuff. They gave us mostly a thumbs up, said change this, add this on your plans, but they said we came extremely prepared, which is the only way I come. So they seemed pleased and kind of shocked that we brought as much as we did. So I think we're going to get good news. They should have already had time to scroll through it. So if they wanted something else, I was hoping we would have already heard that by now. So hopefully the next thing we get is, all right, here's your building permit, send us a check. But who knows? They could say, nope, get another environmental engineer out here. We want to check this site, or we want to come back and do another site visit.
I just hope we're moving forward once they look at it and it's not more holdups.
About that, we still have to contact 2 more.
I know, but I'm
environmental
just
agencies after they give the thumbs up. But they're the big one. Basically, what I'm hearing is if they give us a thumbs up, I think we're good on the other ones. I think they just want to be notified, and if we go through this whole process, I don't know what the heck else you could possibly go through. We're so ready to get it started. Now, honestly, with as hot as it is, I am not excited at all about going over there and starting a house build. Even though it's small, it's still a lot for 1 to 2 people. But we have got to get the foundation started, get the pillars up, and I want permit in hand, because then that'll allow us to go ahead and finish some like plumbing tie-ins, septic tie-ins, things like that, get approvals, other places that we need. I don't want to have to extend no permits or do anything. So we're ready to get that started. And then once we start getting the first fall cool snap, we are going to rent equipment, to help us lift trusses and stuff like that. We're going to get our butts in gear, and we're going to work hard this winter, get it dried in, and be ready for the spring showers, so to speak. Who knows how much progress we'll make. Small house, 2 people, but it's not right here in our yard. We got to travel to it constantly, carry tools to it constantly. So it's got some challenges. It is what it is. But we think it's going to be a fantastic series for the channel. Otherwise, we would have never did this. That was a lot of talking on that. Oh, that's not. Sorry. Todd's talking to somebody else. I was like, Ron in Kentucky. He was asking us about some storms in Kentucky. It must have been to somebody else. Yeah, now see Adam's talking about it. So, all right. So, yeah, y'all are all having your own conversation, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to scroll through comments and find something directed toward us. So, flooding and everything else going on. Weather is the talk of the town, I see. All right.
It's always our first subject.
Yes, absolutely. But the older I get, the more I love my weather. All right. So, Half Pint says, how's everybody been? Good, buddy. But just like you don't live far from us. We've been sweating, miserable.
I'll be on that mower tomorrow with the fan. Thank goodness.
Oh, you mowing tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm mowing tomorrow.
Good deal. The yard is thick and nasty. We went through a heck of a spell with no rain and crazy heat. Yard was burning up. And then last week, it's feast or famine. We got several inches of rain in 2 days. Now we're back to no rain, pure heat. But that 2 days of rain, oh, that's all it took. The yard is just screaming. So,
it needed it for sure.
Yeah. No, y'all should see my pasture. Oh my goodness. I should have mowed it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
However, I made a boo-boo. I'll show it in an upcoming video. I kind of broke something, which I don't do often. I'll take ownership in it. So I can't mow right now because I've got to repair something. Yeah. And I'm waiting for some parts to show up. So I'll show that. But at least you can go get the mowing tomorrow. Sadly, you don't have AC on that.
Hey, the fan is good enough.
Yeah, but you got the canopy and the fan. Thank goodness, as hot as it is. And get up and do it early. Before it gets miserable. Tomorrow is I think probably going to be one of the hottest days of the year. Maybe be one of the last hottest days, and you're going outside to mow. But I'm going to do something even more physical tomorrow. You'll see it in an upcoming video. And I'm dreading tomorrow. I really am. Okay. Brian says I've missed the last couple live streams. I think I should get a welcome back belly flop from Andre. It's Andrew. But you can call me Andre. And no belly flops upstairs. I can belly flop on this king size bed over here. Brian, it is so miserable hot.
That pool is hot too.
Oh, the pool is.
I got in it last night. It was pretty hot.
So what I need to do is actually run that fountain at nighttime, and it'll bring it down. But if we don't have plans to actually swim, I'm not wasting the electricity and running it all night long. But yeah, it's finally, it made it. It took till this point. Last week it was still somewhat nice to swim in, but after you have all these 100-degree days,
it's warm. Oh
goodness gracious, it is. But I'm not running it at nighttime either. It is what it is. Yeah, still going through weather. Adam, thank you so much, buddy. Finally making it down to this. Just gifted out 20 memberships.
Thank you, Adam. That was so nice of you.
Appreciate you so much. So y'all, we don't push memberships or talk about it. I'm sure y'all see notification stuff every now and then. People asked us years ago to bring memberships to the channel. So after we heard it for 2 years, we decided to do it. What we do is give behind the scenes looks, pictures, shorts, reels, videos, a members only live stream, things like that. Like we've always told you, our content is going to stay free and available on YouTube. That's what it's built for. But yeah, obviously there's memberships and perks. So if you just got a membership, Adam can't choose who gets them, by the way. It's completely random. And that was extremely generous to give out 20 of them. But 20 people was just selected. I can't see who it was on my streaming software. But congratulations, you got it. If you didn't want it, tough. You got it for at least a month, and you're going to see some membership stuff popping up. Sometimes we'll do early access to videos as well. That's another perk I forgot to mention. So Eric, sorry, way behind. Says Zoe is screaming. Hi, Andrew and Tiffany. Hi, everyone. How are the chickens? We done talked about the chickens, so you got that. And hello, Zoe.
Yeah, she's probably about to start school
Yeah,
back
I was about to say, I
soon.
guarantee you're still on summer
Hopefully
break.
she's still enjoying her summer break.
Yeah. So yeah, Half Pint said it was 109 on the heat index today in Tallahassee, which is not far from us. So
I didn't leave the inside of the house very much today. I did go out there and water the plants because they are just
they're wilting in this.
Oh, they're so bad right now. Yeah.
Yep. I edited for quite a few hours and stayed upstairs, but eventually I had to go outside. And I finally got so fed up and bored, I got on the excavator and started tree clearing. I'm clearing some more around the barn. Not recording it, but I was just getting away from the computer. I can't edit and do contracts and emails, but for so long before my mind explodes. So I just went out there. I was like, I'm going to get on the excavator and just do some work. Not the proper thing to do.
I was like, what is he getting into this time of afternoon?
Well, I can't drive around both sides of my building, and that's driving me crazy because I've got to start cherry picking some implements out. So I was like, heck with this. We better take a couple more trees out.
Yeah, digging outside, I was like, okay, I know what he's doing now. At first, when I saw you driving the excavator around, I'm like, what is he getting into at this time?
I mean, literally, it was an hour for the live stream started. I was like, I'm gonna go out here and just start ripping some trees out. Let's do it. My mind never rests. All right. So Bob Kissy says, I am now the tank rotisserie king. Yeah. Well, I broke my first one. I should not break this one. This one is extremely robust and it's compact. So I can actually put it in my junky shop. I got so many comments they were telling me, you need a bigger shop. Yes, it's on the future build list, but this river house is taking all of our income, time, attention.
And it's so funny because when you got that shop, you're like, I'm going to go bigger because you got to always go bigger. Because
I almost bought a smaller shop.
Yeah. And now look at it. Need a bigger one.
My defense, I had no idea at the time I bought that shop. I got the shop before I started doing main YouTube channel. I was just doing hunting and fishing on our other YouTube channel. I had no idea I was going to be welding for a living, in a sense, getting CNC plasma tables, servicing stuff. I had no idea all that was going to happen. Had I known, I would have built a shop twice that size, and I would have insulated it and did the AC. At the time, there was no way on earth we could have afforded that. Absolutely no way. It was just not even a thought. And again, I had no idea I was going to earn income in so many different ways, welding and, like I said, the CNC plasma, YouTube. I had no idea about YouTube at the time. So there's so many different ways I can earn money out of that shop. Problem is I'm tripping over stuff now. But we do have plans to do an addition. Realistically, it's probably going to be 24 months. I've been getting asked this a lot. I wish I was starting an addition right now. If we weren't doing the river house, I would. But here's kind of the list of the way I want to do things. And sadly, the shop should come before one because it's a money earner, but it's probably not.
We've already pushed that one off.
We've put it off way too long. Yeah. We're about to do the river cabin and river house, which I think is a smart choice because we're literally going to bring y'all probably 100 videos. How to. Y'all love watching us build and create. And it's not just going to be house build, although, yes, it absolutely is. Then we're going to be pulling out the CNC plasma table, the planers, the woodworking equipment. We're going to custom build furniture. We're going to do some really cool stuff. We're going to custom build our decor over there. So it's going to be way different than the last house build series was, but we're going to do it with better cameras, better audio, and better teaching as well. We've grown, we've learned over the years. Then what we need to jump into, unless it's next summer we're finishing the house, and I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you. I have to see the progress over the winter. If it's next spring,
it'll probably take some time to start saving up some more money.
No kidding. Well, yes.
For the other project.
Absolutely. Especially the shop edition. But the next project after that is if we can do it before it's blazing hot summer, I want to do the cattle fence and get some cows. That has always been a dream of ours to build a homesteading property here. This property is earning us money, whether it be the shop, welding and working for the public, whether it be firewood that we sell, whether it be the content we create, whether it be the animals that feed us and save us money. We've been wanting cows for forever. That's the reason I planted the pasture. I'm tired of mowing the pasture. It's a waste of time and money. But fencing and cattle is super expensive. We want to do that. Then I want to roll into the shop edition. And I'm going to keep calling that my retirement plan. And I got to be careful saying that. People are probably going to think you're in your 40s and retiring. No, my retirement plan is to work and do what I want to do until I die. I'm always going to work. I'm always going to earn money. We don't have millions sitting around for that. My retirement plan is I would love to have a nice shop edition that's big, air conditioned, has all these cool tools in it, whether it be woodworking tools, CNC plasma. And then I want to create some of the coolest things, whether it be custom furniture or custom cookers and fire pits. Take my time with it, feel no pressure and rush, but earn money off of it via social media and selling. Like, I don't know, I could see myself sitting out there all day, especially if it's not 102 like it was in the shop today when I was out there, and maybe 80 with an AC kicking. I'll be so much more productive.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the future plan. We just told you our 2-year plan. You should always have plans. Does that mean we're going to hit it? No, but that's the plan.
Well, Chris is going to hold you to it now.
Oh, boy. Is Chris even on here?
He is.
Oh, boy. When's the shop edition going to be done? When's the fence going to be done? I can already hear him right now. Adam, you're on the ball or not, buddy?
Thank
Appreciate
you,
you so
Adam.
much. You've already been extremely generous tonight and
Yes.
gifted 10 memberships. That's very generous, y'all.
Yes,
It
thank
really,
you,
really
Adam.
is. Appreciate you. All right. Crystal says it's hey, Crystal, you got your wrench back. So Crystal lost her she emailed me that. I hope it's okay that I say this. She emailed me, she's like, did I get fired? I don't have my wrench no more and I'm not a moderator. I was like,
What
no.
happened?
She started playing around with her profile, changed her name, and apparently if your name changes from what I approve as a moderator, even by a digit, kicks them out and you got to put them back. So no, Crystal, we didn't fire you.
No,
You're absolutely.
We got to keep you around. You're our cheerleader.
Yeah, our cheerleader is what we call you all the time right now. So
Please don't
96 is super hot where you're at as well. My goodness, you're way too north to be that.
See, there's Chris.
Yeah, there's Chris. Question, house update.
Yeah.
You just got one for the last 10 minutes. I'm that far behind. How about that? Okay, let's see what else we got. And then, yeah, everybody's asking river property and weather. Well, luckily we covered all that. I'm going down. Yeah, Larry says happy our AC is working again. Larry, I don't know how you live.
Happy for you.
Yeah, I don't know how you live out there in Vegas and went without AC as long as you did, but I'm so glad you got it back. We would die here right now without AC. How did people, we're so spoiled. We was talking about this the other day. How did people just 100 years ago live in a shack, a shanty that had no rooms? You literally slept by the wood burning stove in the kitchen and you go work outside all day long. You fire up a wood stove, even in Florida to cook, it heats the house to probably, Lord knows, 120 degrees. Then you come in to try to escape the heat. The house is hotter than outside, and then you sleep all night next to that wood stove that's still cooling itself off and it's got to get fired up for breakfast. Like, I don't know how the people before us made it the way they did. And then if we go way back, obviously people are sleeping in caves and everywhere else. I mean, we're blessed to have the modern conveniences and things that we do, like AC. Oh my goodness, we take AC for granted.
That's for sure.
I love it. Chris says Andrew's going to be away, so that means parties at the Kelleys house. But I didn't say I was going to be away. I'm home all dadgum week. I said I don't like the jobs that I'm going to be doing. Oh, no. I am done with traveling. We just went to Louisville, Kentucky. We've been traveling for birthdays.
No more traveling
I am done,
plans.
at least for a few months.
Yeah.
Now, Tiffany's got traveling plans coming up. What do you got? Wedding or baby showers?
Family stuff. But I mean, I'm still local.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving the state or anything.
I don't know. She got several things coming up, but we're staying home for a while. We're absolutely staying home for a while. Yes, I agree. Reading comments. Okay, Crystal, I'm going to bring it up since you brought it up because tonight's a good night to bring this up. We don't talk about our Amazon, but if y'all bring it up, we do. Y'all, we've had a killer month on our Amazon. We've already, for the people that don't know, if you use our Amazon link, which is down in the description, I'm actually about to post a link right here, only because Crystal brought it up. We don't talk about this on videos or nothing else, but this is a huge part of our income and how we're able to work from home. If you go use that link, which takes you to our store, we'll put products in there that we show. Doesn't matter. Maybe you're not interested in our products. If you're going to go buy dog food or toothpaste or ketchup or whatever it is, whatever you do for Amazon, if you'll click on that link first, use the search bar up top, put in whatever you want, it credits us and gives a small commission. And sometimes we get invited into a bonus program. We're in one right now. We've already hit our first level bonus. We crushed it, hit it last week. And there's a few days left in this month. It ends on midnight at 31st. If we do a few $1,000 more in sales, we'll hit a very rare second bonus for us, which is actually a very, very nice bonus, just being
that'd be great.
Perfectly honest with y'all. And we could certainly use it. It'll go right toward the river house.
Yes.
I promise. Framing and concrete and all the other stuff that we got to cough up. Actually, I lied. It's going to go straight into permits and fees right now.
That's true too.
We got thousands to pay and all that stuff.
That is true too. Yeah.
So y'all, if you use that link, we appreciate y'all so much.
Yes.
And even if we're not in a bonus program, we still get commissions anytime y'all use that link. It's literally 1 to 3% of anything you buy, assuming it qualifies. Not everything does. That's not for y'all to worry about. I only get to see that on my end. So even if we're not in a bonus program, which we always love to be, they don't always offer it. Sometimes it can literally just cover our fuel for the month, which is a blessing. Sometimes it can cover our fuel for 2 or 3 months. It's that nice when we hit bonuses like this. Or we take that extra money, pay something off, buy a tool for the shop that earns this money, or again, put toward all these projects that we're recording for y'all.
Projects.
So we appreciate y'all so much. Like it's literally become a huge part of our life. And I did get an offer for a bonus program for next month and the month after. Although the numbers are so high, they're raising the bar on me.
Again.
Maybe we hit it, maybe we don't. They're doing that. Congratulations on being so successful. Now you got to hit this level that's almost unreachable. But sometimes you hit it. Like this month, I would have never dreamed we might hit a second level bonus, which we've only ever done once before, if I remember correctly. I think that sounds about right. Once or twice. So y'all been killing it on there. We thank y'all so much. And we'll absolutely bring it up to y'all. Like I said, it's not something that we mention on videos or anything like that. We're not trying to push and promote it. We should, but it just sounds too, I don't like the way it sounds. But y'all bring it up, we'll talk about it. And it's a huge blessing. It really is. Chris just says, I just bought some ramps from Vivor for my trailer so I can haul around my son's race cars. I bought me some aluminum ramps from Vivor myself so I can start side loading my tilt trailer, the front deck and all. I bought those a little while back, but they were super affordable. Paid for them. It's the ones that fold out and has a ratchet strap on the bottom. Wonder if you might have bought the same ones I did. So how's the sewing room going, Tiffany? Yes, your turn to talk. I'm losing my voice.
It's done. It's complete. It's sitting right here for any time I need to use it. There's occasional repairs. I want to go up there and use it and have my Cricut up there anytime I want to make something for someone or make something for us. So yeah, it's complete and it's right there, right where I need it. So yeah.
Yeah. Chris says he bought the 6,000 pound ramps. Oh boy. No, I bought the like 1,500, 2,000 pound ramps. So you did really, really good. That's very heavy duty ramps. I just bought stuff. So like if I wanted to put a four wheeler or a lawnmower on the side, even though my four wheeler hasn't ran in 5 years, a Ranger, something like that, and just load from the side and then put a big piece of equipment on the tilt deck portion. I can do that. And actually I've had them a little while. I should be upfront and honest with that. I didn't just buy them, but they were killer deal. All right. So where was this question? Okay, yes. Nailed it. Eric says, what about the stair and dock build? All right, so that's officially kicking off. I've placed a large order for materials, 3,000 pounds of concrete that I got to mix by hand in this weather. Tons of lumber, and I got to start hauling equipment back and forth to the property all week. And so that build is officially going to be starting this week, and we'll give the members some sneak peeks. That's what I was alluding to, but yeah, we'll when you're on a live stream spending extra time with us like this, we'll go ahead and give everybody some sneak peeks and talk about stuff. So the stair build is officially started. Like I said, we've got approval from the environmental company. We've had a site visit and told them what we're going to do. We got to stay in really stringent and strict guidelines. I mean, very strict. So you're going to question why I'm building some of it the way that I am. Trust me. It's because we went over every single detail with them. I think we talked more about the stairs than we did the house.
We did,
because I knew I was getting ready to kick that off when we had the meeting with them. You're going to have a video out Tuesday showing some parts that I built to save me hundreds of dollars that I have to have for the stair build. And here's the bummer. I'm going to start on a lot of it this week. I got to be hauling stuff back and forth, getting material deliveries, all that. I'm going to try to get concrete poured, but they're calling for a lot of rain at the end of the week. Great. We need it. But they're also starting to chatter about tropical development the week after, which makes me very nervous because I'm trying to build stairs down a river that is extremely low right now. Perfect time to build stairs.
Yeah, we want to get that complete.
So I at least need to get the concrete piers in, formed and cured. And the way I'm pouring them, I'm being told I really should wait up to 7 days for cure time before I start mounting brackets and putting my stairs on. Well, that means I'm going to do a lot of work this week, record, but you're not going to see none of it because I'm going to wait to put it all in a single video. So I'm probably going to be very sparse on videos for the next couple of weeks because I'm working on big projects and dealing with all this other stuff. Rain, so you may see me jump back in the shop and do some stuff. And if tropical development comes, I am going to lose my mind. But it is that time of year, because that little river can jump up several feet in just a few days if we get a tropical system. So if I can at least get the concrete poured and cured, I don't want to stop. I want to keep going until the actual stairs are built, because I'm so looking forward to having them, putting a little boat down there and being able to use the river. But if the river flies up, at least the concrete's there and cured, and then we'll just have to build them.
It'll all work out.
Yes, it will. But that project's officially kicking off. I just don't know when I'm going to get you the video. There's too many factors, but I am unbelievably excited about. I'm just as excited about that, I think, as I am the house down there.
Are you?
I am, because I want access to that river so bad. The banks are so steep, you can't get down there, you can't fish.
I know we just kind of stand up there and we just look down, because I mean, we have a rope that we can climb the bank with, but you don't want to do that. Yeah.
And I'd love to pull a little boat up there, tie off, and we can come back home for the night, or we can go use the camper. Like, this is really going to open up fishing and actually using the property, because right now it is so extremely low, you can't even put in anywhere around there, because we've been kind of back in a drought again, and the river is crazy low, but it's deep enough in front of our property. And for a good little ways, we can get stairs down there. We can use that entire stretch of river, have fun, bring some content to the other channel. Like, I really want to get these stairs done. That was a lot of talking about stairs. Any update on the iconic oak tree? I mean, looks good to me. Well,
doing good.
Looks rough, because it's been beat up by, I don't know how many hurricanes and a tornado that whipped through here, but it's alive. Hasn't split on us again. I am going to be super nervous that it's not going to make it if we get another hurricane, because it's just got that big hollowed out cavity. Even though I sealed it, that tree's on its way out. If we get really high winds here again, I'm afraid it's completely done. But I guess now we've got a sawmill, and we'll make something out of some of it. Although it's so big, I don't own a sawmill that would even remotely touch the big sections of it. So we'll do whatever we can there. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just kind of shooting around. Let me go down and catch some more here. I am way behind. Let's see what else got going on here. Are you on the grid at the house 24/7, or do you use the EcoFlow with solar during the day? Says Bill. Bill, we are on the grid 100% in the house. All the solar goes to my shop, which I have a tremendous amount of stuff on my shop. Pool pump, which is unbelievably high demand and high usage. Freezer, refrigerator, ice maker, fans, tons of lights. We've got so much stuff going on out there. My pole barn is also on solar out there beside it. Honestly, that barn now uses just as much or more power than the house. So all my available solar is going out there. I do make extra solar. Now I'm charging an electric golf cart out there, so I don't buy fuel for, side-by-side anymore. So we got pretty high demand on that solar system. I don't make enough right now. I have to put another huge array in to run the house off grid, and I'm not ready to. I just don't think I want to venture into that. Now, my EcoFlow system that I have here in the house, it's for backup, and we used it a lot with all the hurricane outages and just random power outages we had last year. We're expecting to use it over the next many months. Again, that's mainly what it's for, demo purposes, using stuff like that. Now, the good news is the river house that we're going to build, we're trying to tie a lot of social media stuff in to justify this, to help pay for it. It's going to be 100% off grid. We're going to put a smart panel in over there that can be grid tied. We legally have to be grid tied in Florida. It went through political reasons many years ago. We have to be grid tied. Doesn't mean we have to use it, but we have to be grid tied. And we got to pay a fee every month. So it's a tax is what it is. But the smart panel will sense incoming power. And if for any reason a system in the river house can't keep up, we didn't get enough solar for, collection for the day, there's not going to be too high of a load over there, because we're really setting this house up for off grid. And I'm super excited about that. I think y'all will be too. But for some reason, say we have too many rainy days or whatever, whether we're there or not, because this is not a permanent home, this panel will swap back to grid or stay strictly on solar. It all communicates, and I can even do it from my phone over here, watch everything. It's going to be awesome. That's the reason I think I'm probably going to be doing another EcoFlow Ultra setup, just like I set the house here, because everybody keeps asking me about that new Ocean Pro. That was a hot topic on last week's live stream. I didn't even know about it. Shame on me. But
Well, while you're talking about that, Lance wants to know if you've talked to the rep about.
I did talk to them. That is a sweet system. Now, the vibe I got, while it's going to be excellent for large home usage, I think they're kind of gearing it a lot toward commercial usage too, because it can do like 40,000 watts of solar input. So it's going to be a massive system that's a little bigger than, honestly, what we would ever need, especially for, say, the river house. So I talked with the rep. We kicked around some ideas. I had been planning on doing EcoFlow at the river house, and we kind of have locked that in, I do believe. I can always change my mind, but it is what it is. I think I'm going to do it. And I explained in last week's live stream, the reason I think I want to do another Ultra system with one of their smart panels over there is because then I'll have Ultra system here that's our backup, Ultra batteries here. And then if I have another Ultra system over there with that smart panel so it can work whether we're there or not, that's critical. I need that. It's a win-win, because guess what? If that house stays down for, say, 7 or 10 days after a major hurricane, that area typically does not get power back quickly. You know what I can do? I can take my system from over here, 3 spare batteries, or say something happens to my inverter over there. It's electronics. Things do happen, y'all. I can take my inverter from over here over there, or vice versa. Say we still got power over there and we got a major outage over here. We certainly went through several of them last year and the year before. I can go steal equipment from over there because it's all portable. That's the beauty of it. Throw it in the bed of the truck, throw it in the back of her SUV, run it over here, plug it in, ready to go. That makes the most sense. I think that makes the most sense. And we don't need a huge high demand system like an Ocean Pro, although it looks amazing. Now, if you're running big central ACs, multiple ACs, huge house, that is probably the system to go with, because you can put as big of a solar array as you could ever dream. 40,000 watts, nobody does 40,000 watts for a house, but the capability is there. Now, with that said, I can do 5,000 or 6,000 watts on my Ultra, which is by far enough for us to run an entire house. I just don't think I want another bigger solar array in my yard right now. I want to focus on this river house. I want to make it off grid, and then we'll continue to play around with solar over the next many years, because it's such a popular subject on the channel. So, good question. I talked way too long on it.
30 minutes. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, goodness. All right, let me scroll on down and just start grabbing some more comments here. All right, Mr. Robert, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Well, we do chit chat via Patreon and some other things as well. So, good evening, friends. Love the trimming video with the excavator and the custom tank roller video. That roller is the cat's meow.
Yes, we needed that trim because
yeah,
mowing around the property, it was time.
Well, that's the only con of doing a mower canopy like we did. Is well, I guess there could be a couple cons. If you've got to go like in maybe a garage or super low roof, although it's not that high, and limbs. I knew that going into it. And that's why I told y'all for years, y'all get a canopy for mower, get a canopy for your mower. I was like, no. Well, when I finally sat on one with it and seen the fan, I was like, oh yeah, we're getting one of these. We're absolutely getting one of these. But the drawback is you got to go prune your entire property several times a year. Thank goodness for that excavator, the mower, and the AC. We're blessed. I get it. Not everybody can have that. I didn't have to sit out there.
You don't ever want me to use that thing.
No, she would. You'd mow half the house.
I love trimming stuff.
Yeah, you'd trim the roof off the house and everything else.
No, I'd probably trim the pine trees a little too much. And
so Anna, I was late because I got hooked in a Harvest Right video. I've been very curious about those things featuring peaches. Ooh, freeze-dried peaches actually sounds very, very
does sound good.
So do we freeze dry? We do not. Anna, honestly, those machines are so expensive. I have
and they're large, aren't they?
Yeah, they are pretty bulky for no more trays than you can put in. I'm very, very curious about it, like freeze-dried eggs, powdered eggs, things like that. Trust us, we got the homesteader spirit and maybe a little prepping spirit, not the doomsday stuff. In the back of my mind, and freeze dry sounds amazing. We freeze, we vacuum seal, we do all that. Freeze dry would be the cat's meow, so to speak, as somebody said earlier. Love freeze dryers. Super expensive. I even was offered one to do a review on and a sponsored deal years ago. But when I seen that they were like $3,000, I think at the time, I was like, I really don't think I can present this properly to people and then be like, yeah, you did it because it got sponsored. Don't think we can afford one. And I totally understand that. But I am super interested in freeze drying. Doesn't mean a lot of people don't buy them. They absolutely do. These companies wouldn't be around. I don't know. One could pop up on the channel one day. I love the idea of it. Right now, it's just not.
Nah,
It's not in
right
our
now.
budget. We'll continue to can and freeze and do our things. We got so much.
I like watching videos about it though, but
I just love seeing like powdered eggs and things they make. And then
Mhm.
when you rehydrate it, the stuff is super shelf stable. Like it's got its benefits, even over canning and freezing like we do. But because we're on solar now, like I just talked about for 10 minutes, we've got so much backup unless our freezers fail. The freezing's working well. And the majority of stuff, I mean, we turn it over well enough. It still lasts 2-3 years. If for some reason it stays in the freezer that long with the vacuum sealing that we do. Vacuum sealer, a good one, $300.
better check on my dog.
Yeah, I know. I hear
He's
Bullet down there hacking. Don't you better be a fur ball.
I think
Don't
it is
don't
probably
be puking on nothing. Our little old dog hacks all the time. It
Yeah.
scares you. It sounds like he's puking, but he never pukes. I guess he gets a hairball. Kind of a change of subject from freeze drying to hairballs. Richard says, thank you for the gift and membership. Yes, thank you, Adam. You've been extremely generous. All right. Yeah. So the Crons go country. I would kill for some insulation in my shop. You and me both. Especially right now, we're in Brooksville. Yep, know the area. And we're getting heat advisories in the real feel of 120s. Well, we were 117.9 last Sunday, and we weren't much better today. And tomorrow is going to be horrible. So at least whenever we bought our shop years ago, the insulation was crazy expensive because it's closed cell because there's no vapor barrier. Thank goodness, whenever they put my shop in, it was a few weeks before the insulator could get out, and it was in summer. And it was unbearable in there when the roof wasn't insulated. So at least I did the roof, and that actually made a heck of a difference, dropped several degrees. Now, my shop routinely gets 100 to 102 on days like this. But if you got air moving, it's tolerable. But before that, it was several degrees higher before I insulated the roof. I wish I had did all the walls. We just did not have the money at the time. I really wish I had, because there would be a mini split AC in there right now, pumping it out, but it is what it is. And it's too junky, too much dirt on the walls, and too many things built in there now to insulate that room. So whatever addition we do, I will insulate and put a mini split in that. Where was I going this? There was something critical I was wanting to say. Oh, goodness gracious, about the shop. Oh, I know where I'm going now. What I am thinking I'm about to do, I got to put an attic fan in that joker, an exhaust fan. Needed. So me and her's been talking. They're not cheap, but I told her last week, I was like, listen, I'm working out there so much. I'm starting to earn decent income out of the shop, which all I'm doing is reinvesting it. I'm buying tools with it and everything else. But eventually I'll stop. And
will you?
Yeah, maybe after the shop edition, we might stop. And then we can turn that income to some actual, put it in the bank. But I was like, I think we need to put an exhaust fan out there because I'm spending so much time working out there. It's miserable. I'm working 100, 102 degrees. It's just baking. So we're probably going to put us a large shop fan or 2 smaller exhaust fans out there. My dad did that at his shop. It actually makes a pretty big difference. So even when it's 90 something outside, but the shop is turned into an oven because it's kind of sealed and it's 100 something, if you'll crack a roll up door, kick an exhaust fan on and pull in 90 something, that still sounds hot, but when it drops 5 degrees in there because you pulled the 108 degree attic temperature out up there, or it drops 10 degrees, for example, it's a huge, huge difference. So I think that's one of my next projects after I can get the river stuff done. I think it's time to put an exhaust fan in right before fall and winter. But it's Florida. It could still be 100 something degrees in September. Who knows? We've had Octobers and we even had Decembers where we were still swimming. I kid you not. What was it, December 31st?
Hopefully not this year.
That one year we was out swimming in the Gulf. Yeah.
Hopefully not this year.
in bikini, not me, but in bikini swimming in the Gulf, December 31st one year. So you just don't ever know about our weather down here. Oh. Let's see what else we got going on here. Chris says there's going to be hundreds of videos just on the electric at the property.
Exactly.
I'm not going to burn y'all out that much. So we've talked about this before. Our plan, honestly, is to do, oh my goodness, I am over 20 minutes behind on comments.
You are, yes. Some people are like, he hadn't got to my question yet. And
I'm so
like,
sorry.
He's behind.
We got to jump around.
Yeah.
Some nights it's just yakking.
I think we're on comment 715.
We are. wow. Yeah, I'm like 25 minutes behind. Okay, we're about to start really jumping around. Sorry, y'all. It's just one of them nights. But now I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, hundreds of electrical on the river project. So we've told y'all before. The plan is to probably be like one video a week of a DIY how-to. Here's the code. Here's the nuts and bolts. Because I think people want to see that. And we're going to experiment with maybe one video a week. It's like a vlogging video. Some behind the scenes, some funny moments, some bad moments. Got caught in the rain, tools got ruined, something burned up, comedy, bloopers, stuff like that. So we're going to experiment around with that, but we want it to be truly educational and all about it. But then you may not want to watch that. You just may want to see some highlights and what happened this week. So we're probably going to do 2 of those, which would be 2 completely different
I think it'll be fun to do that.
Yeah. So we're going to experiment with that. Maybe I'll watch it. Adam, I can't jump past you before I start jumping around with these comments. He said, you're going to build a house and a cabin, air dryer fund. So I keep calling it a house. I keep calling it a cabin.
Yeah. Make up your mind.
Well, around here, we call them fishing cabins or river cabins. It's not uncommon for people to do a hunting cabin, a fishing cabin. That's popular up north too, on the lakes and everything else. So we call anything that's small, a few hundred square feet, like what we're building, a cabin. But some of y'all get confused because you're thinking log cabin.
Right.
We're not doing a log cabin. So I hate calling it a house because people are thinking, "Come, you're building another big old house." No, it's an 800 square foot cabin. Is what we call it.
Need to think of the appropriate term for it. Yeah.
So I don't know. I struggle with what to call it, but it's just a little small 2-bedroom.
The river shack.
Yeah, the river shanty. That's our shanty that we're building. So that's what it is. Air dryer fund. Thank you so much, buddy. So I'm already starting to work on some air dryer stuff out there. I just got me an automatic dump valve for my air tank. I got me a timer to run it to at least get the condensation out of the tank. It's been so humid and hot, y'all, and I've been running my plasma cutter and working the shop so much. Y'all, I opened the drain valve on the bottom of that tank the other day, and I just drained it. It would amaze you how much water come out of that tank. So what Adam's talking about with the air dryer run, I'm tempted to buy me a refrigerator air dryer, which are not cheap. Again, all the money I keep making on my projects, I just keep buying tools, but eventually you've got a shop full of stuff, right? Then it turns to profit. Is that the way it works? Like, that's the way I need it to work.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. So air dryer is definitely on my list right now. I've got a lot of other things I got to buy. I'm just going to have to keep burning through consumables until it happens. All right. I'm going to start jumping around after this one. What's for dinner, Tiffany?
For dinner tonight, Andrew cooked us pork steaks for lunch. So we have leftover pork steaks and corn.
So there you go. Yep. You're not seeing none of it, but I grilled earlier.
Andrew cooked today. Yes.
Yeah. And I didn't know I was cooking. I've been up here editing for about 3 or 4 hours. I was like, she's like, what are you doing today? I was like, I got hours worth of editing, email stuff.
Knew he'd be working.
Yeah. And then she's like, oh, I was wondering if you wanted to grill those pork steaks that are already thawed out. I was like,
they were supposed to be cooked like what, Thursday or Friday?
Yeah, but then we had plans to go. We got invited to cookout, so the fish fry.
It needed to be cooked today.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I guess I'm cooking today. So stopped and went outside, and she stayed inside through the window looking at me while I stood in front of a misting fan, pouring in front of a grill.
No sense in both of us getting hot.
100 and something degrees. I was like,
I had to cook the corn.
In an air-conditioned house?
Yeah, I had to cook the corn.
So I grilled today. Worst day on the planet to grill. All right. I got it. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm skipping comments. I just got to scroll down.
Don't go past that one.
Which one?
This one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Relax Time with Mavs on. So good to see you, Erica. So first question. When is Tiffany doing more cooking videos?
Yeah, so we talked about maybe once fall gets here, maybe jumping into some of it, but we can't promise anything because we don't know where we're going to be at that time and how much is going to be going on. It's just kind of one of those things we've talked about. I know we made a big fuss about it that we were starting it, and then we kind of got started, and then we kind of fell off with it. So we'll see. I don't know.
We have no idea. Our fall and winter is about to be crazy if this house build starts, but we do have plans. We're going to be staying over there some. That's why we put the camper there. We'll be working there a lot. Hopefully the stairs are in. Maybe there's a little tiny tin boat floating right there. We can put up and down the river. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there could be here's some of your cooking videos.
And we talked about,
catch, clean, and cook right beside the house we're building, because that's what we could pull off that night.
Yeah.
That'll work.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Oh,
Yes, there's David.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't know if you were on last
Yeah,
weekend's live stream, but we thanked you for him.
The tall Texan. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's David.
Mhm.
So he's like, yes, I'm the go-to person who sent you the nose hair trimmers, plural.
Thank you very much.
3 of them. They also work great on those wild ones that grow out of the ears too. And boy, do I get those, especially right here. Oh,
good
my
point.
goodness.
Thank you for telling him that. Maybe he'll use it.
I just got 17 right there. Oh, yes. So I've been using it. And I will say this one you sent me works a lot better than that last one. Last one's a little weak. Appreciate it. This one, it's got the zippity-doo in it. And you sent me 2, so we'll put one at the camper, one over here. How about that?
Or one in your vehicle. Because it's usually on the way to something. I'm like, babe, you didn't trim your hairs?
Yeah. So Jerry says you need to use a post hole digger to mix the cement. I ain't never thought about that, Jerry. It's actually a good idea. I'm carrying my concrete mixer, and I'm going to mix important buckets. And here's the reason why. I'm using sonotubes, but you've got a very, very interesting idea. I just don't have the proper size bit to do it. So I'm drilling a hole for the proper size sonotube, putting those in to build piers. And sadly, my bit won't quite fit in the sonotube. But if I had a smaller bit, which I don't, so I can't use your idea, but I love it, by the way, you could technically dry mix, pour in there, put water in there, stick the smaller bit in, and it would literally mix.
Oh boy, now he's going to want to buy another bit. Too late, you're starting this week.
That's an interesting idea. I kind of like that.
Could you make something?
No, heck no. I ain't building no bit.
Okay.
Yeah, watch out for the gators. Speaking of, tell them about our friend down there.
Oh yeah, we got some buddies hanging around.
Plenty of them on that river. So we're
right there in front of the property.
Yeah, we're sitting there the other day while we're waiting on the guy to do the environmental inspection for the house and all.
And we've been kind of seeing it sticking around a little bit, but
down the river,
he definitely has a little home right there.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy, maybe he'll move on somewhere else. Let's see what else we got going on here. Have you considered a floating dock there, says Larry. Yes, we have. So Larry, our plan in the future is I just want stairs so I can access the river, fish off the bank. Like I said, tie a boat up. We want access so bad. And then we're diving immediately into the house. So we do have plans to do a floating dock. We've already talked with the environmental company about that. And eventually we may be doing a deck as well. But whenever it comes to the dock, whole different ball game. Different types of regulations.
Oh, yeah.
We're probably going to have to notify Army Corps of Engineers because it's in the waterway, but they already gave us a lot of specs on this. So that'll be a whole different permitting process. It will not be quick and easy. So I've decided I'll deal with that after the house is done. I just don't really want to deal with any more permits and environmental stuff right now because I'm burnt out dealing with the last 7 or 8 months. You would think a simple floating dock, I'm talking like probably an 8x12 floating dock because I want it to be lightweight and small enough that when the river floods, I can just take the excavator down there, pull it out, or we may just let it float up and tie it to a tree. I don't want nothing gigantic. It's a tiny river anyways. We 100% plan on doing a floating dock, but there's a lot involved with that. I'm just going to tackle it after the fact. It's just not on my radar right now. I want it so bad, but I'm burnt out with permits and fees and everything else. We'll deal with that later. We've already got the go-ahead to do the stairs, so we're doing the stairs, but that will be coming. That will be coming. And then we'll do some other additions and fun seating area and stuff down there, down the road. Even after the house is done, there's still many more things, like I said, from the decor and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Long list.
We plan on bringing y'all a lot down there. That way we can justify it. All right. I'm reading. All right, Lance, thank you so much.
Yes,
Gifted
thank
out
you,
5 more
Lance.
memberships. Y'all been extremely generous tonight.
We'll have lots of members on.
Yes, we will. Hopefully y'all can catch it. Now, we'll do 7 o'clock one day this week. It'll be Wednesday or Thursday. I know people are working. You maybe you're in a different time zone. It is what it is. We typically save these live streams for the weekends, and then we'll try to do it members during the week. Hopefully you can get on, but it'll be a little more intimate. You can ask your questions. If we've got any update pictures from the river property or anything we're doing here, we'll usually try to have those on as well. All right. I'm reading. Oh, so the Chrome said Costco actually had a freeze dryer from Harbor Stride as well for $1,750. So they're definitely coming down in price. I understand that still may be outrageous for some people, but when I looked at them a year or two ago, they were like $3,000. And I was like, which it could be the size I was looking at as well. Chris says, I finally bought an air fryer. I don't know how I did it without one. That's what everybody says.
I use that thing almost every day.
Yes. Next time Mav says, I get no love anymore. I only ask one question.
Yeah.
I got to you. I got to you.
It just was like 30 minutes late.
I'm just 30 minutes behind on comments, but we got you, Erica. We finally got you. I have been skipping over a lot tonight because I've been yakking a lot. David, appreciate you so much. Farm maintenance. David. Oh my goodness. Y'all just did about a $600 service on the John Deere. Luckily, I don't do that but every few years. So farm maintenance, a big deal. Thank you, David. I've already spent it. And I just had to service the Bobcat a little while back, do its initial one too. No, I didn't record it because my buddy Kyle Spicer recorded the same thing. I didn't want to do repeat content, but we're constantly servicing something here around the property. Okay. Might have to check that out. Has Ruger been promoted to house dog? Yes.
Of course. Yes.
He's downstairs.
Long time ago.
He's looking at me right now because I said his name.
Yeah. Yep. He's waiting for his
RIDE, which I can't even spell it anymore.
Yeah, you can't spell it. He knows the spelling.
If I say RUN or
yes,
RIDE.
He has perfect house manners. He is so good inside. Yeah. I'm happy that he's inside.
I always said
I do the cleaning, so you don't worry about it.
I always said he was never intended to be an out or inside dog. He was an outside dog for a year and a half, y'all. Year and a half. Built him that nice kennel and doghouse. And then when he wound up getting that major infection and had to have a pretty significant surgery, had a lot of complications, we had to bring him inside for about a week to nurse him back to health, deal with all his issues he was having from surgery.
Then we kind of felt bad for kicking him out after, like if we were going to kick him out after that. You felt bad too. Don't act like I was the only one.
So once he come in from a surgery saved his life two kinds of ways. Once he had that and we had to bring him into babysitting, he wound up being a house dog. Now, with that said, he comes outside every single day. We RUN
after 3 o'clock.
Yes, we RUN him every afternoon. He's got to go for God. The comments I get, y'all, on some of these videos when they see him running behind me. Oh, that poor dog, put him inside. He is obsessed. If
you don't run him,
he will drive you nuts.
Yeah.
He's got to go for that every single afternoon. That's his favorite thing to do. But when it's this hot, we wait till almost dark.
Mm-hmm.
We've already got the golf cart out there ready to go right now, which we'll do it after the live stream. But he's a house dog. He's enjoying his AC. When he does go outside, he gets to enjoy his pool. This is all his things.
Right.
He'll go for his run, plays with balls. Tiffany babysits another puppy now that is his new girlfriend, so he gets to play with other dogs now. Yeah, he is unbelievably spoiled, but he is, I will say, although I was adamant we weren't going to have him inside, he's been amazing. Not one single accident, no pee in the house, no poop, none of that stuff. He's just been awesome. Other than shedding, somebody runs a vacuum a lot. We run a robot vac and a handheld vac every day. As long as she takes care of that, I don't see hair everywhere. We can tolerate it. It is what it is. He's been good. So live stream next week, says Bill. Yes, there will be one next week. Trying to think if we have any. I'll let y'all know. I can't think of any weekends coming up. We got things going on, but I don't think it's going to be Sunday stuff. Eventually, we're going to get back to canceling y'all a little. I'm so sorry about that. So what are the dimensions on the river cabin? We'll call it river cabin, and then it'll drive everybody crazy whenever we put hardy board siding on it and build a traditional house.
I thought you were building a cabin.
We're going to call it river cabin, though, because that's what I call it, fish camp. We can start calling it fish camp since it's on the river.
Yeah, but if you're talking specifically about the house, when you say fish camp, that's going to confuse people, too. So if you're wanting to...
I was working on the fish camp house.
See what I mean?
Cabin. Yeah, don't sound good.
The shack.
The shanty. So the exact dimensions. So the heated and cooled is 20 feet wide, small, by 44 long, 880 square feet. And it's going to be 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. So then we're also doing a 20 by 12 screen room on the front. You can't have a river cabin without a screen room because there's plenty of bugs down there. And then it'll have some small decks on either side, a small entrance deck, and then a long 6-foot deck on the other side facing the river so you can see, and it accesses our technical room that'll have the solar and everything else in it. So the reason we had to build it this way, we had a complete different design, fully not engineered, dealt with it with the architect, had the plans done, and then we discovered due to some environmental wetland setbacks, we had less room on our property to build than we thought. So we had to completely redesign the house and almost make it a long shotgun house with the porches, screen room.
I did like those other plans. They were
I
nice.
loved our other house plans. We could not fit it in the buildable area. And we've got to follow the rules and regulations. It is what it is. So 880 square feet. Some people would say that's super tiny. Feels tiny to me. Some people say that's plenty of room. I think it will be when you see what we do. It's outside the specs of what you would call a tiny home. I think that's got to be 500 square foot or less. And that's what we were originally planning on. I was going to do 400 to 500.
You originally wanted.
I was going to do 400 to 500 square feet was my plan. And then the more we got to talking, the future uses of, I don't know, I'm falling off this pad right here.
Okay.
So the future uses of the home, potential income making. I mean, if we ever decide to rent it or do something, it makes more sense to have 2 bedrooms. And because we're going to entertain, we have friends down there. We'll be inviting people there. We want to do the screen room. And if you're going to entertain, it's best to do a half bath. So your personal belongings are not out in the, the master bath, even though it won't really be a master bath, but the big bathroom with the actual shower in it. We decided to do the half bath. So in order to add an extra bedroom and half bath, we had to knock it above tiny home standards, which is what I wanted to do. But it's still going to be a pretty small home overall, way smaller than this, way smaller. So it's 20 by 56, including the screen room. Whereas this house is a pretty small house, but we got so much porches. Oh goodness, what are we? We're about 41, 42 wide with the eaves and overhangs by 70 long.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to be way smaller than what we're building here. But I think it's going to be perfect for down there. We don't need nothing big down there at all. So it should be fun. All right, let's go on. Adam, my goodness, man, you on a roll tonight. Thank you so much. I said the river. Wait a minute. Yeah, same thing again. Probably because I didn't catch your other one. You're like, is this dude ever going to catch my comment? River cabin house, air dryer fun.
Yeah.
Already spent. Promise you. Thank you so much. All right. Erica, we got another one of yours 3 times tonight. Said, it's okay. I'm watching because Mike would watch all the time and it hurts to watch knowing he'd be so excited. Yes. Mr. 1, 2, 3, and 5, sometimes 10. 10 last comments. Yes, we do miss Mav. So we hope you are doing well. We really do hope you're doing well. We've had a lot of people, honestly, come and go over the years. A lot of people still with us. That's things you don't think about when you start one of these social media channels. I've seen somebody made a comment earlier about, back in the day when we were living in the camper and out there in the barn.
Shop. Yeah.
The signal was horrible. Live streams crashed all the time. We're grilling on a gas grill because that's all we had.
Those were the days.
Those were the days, but it got us to where we are now. But there's a lot of people been around. A lot of people have come and gone. A lot of people still here, like I said. So we definitely appreciate it and feel blessed to have you around. And we appreciate you still hanging around and watching us and asking. You only asked 1 question, which was amazing. I'm used to 5 questions. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. We'll grab a couple more comments, and then I think we're going to take Ruger for a RIDE. Yeah. Do we have a pet gator now? Apparently we do. Yeah. But I hope he doesn't want to be friends with Ruger, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Luckily, he's still kind of smallish. I think it'll be okay. Alligator steaks on the grill. If I could actually get a permit.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Maybe. Actually, nah. You got to fry alligator. Even though we're not big fried fans, that's what you do.
Hey, I've had it grilled before. It was really good. You've had it grilled too before.
Oh, that's right. We did. I remember that.
He marinated it in some kind of sauce.
Then marinated again after he grilled it. I remember that. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I totally forgot about that. I'm so used to so used to having it fried. All right. Let's see what else we got here. All right, y'all. I'm scrolling on down. We're going to catch a couple more comments. Wrap it up. We've been yakking for a solid. Adam, my goodness gracious.
He's on a roll.
He said, I brought up poop and 8 dryer fun. What you mean is hair dryer. When did I bring up poop? Oh, for Ruger.
Oh, yeah.
For Ruger. You're exactly right. I did. Had to bring your subject up. Bobby says, I love watching Ruger jump in the pool. He's been having a blast in the pool here, especially with his lab girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. She loves the pool just as much as he does, and she's really good, too. She reminds me so much of him whenever he was younger, so she has almost the same mannerisms as him. So, yeah, she's sweet.
I think, all right, Larry, I see your question. Are we giving out our free memberships or not? I think we've done given all of them out for the month that we can.
I thought we did. Maybe.
Turn this volume down. I'm logging into our stream on YouTube. Let me double check that. Oh, I have not. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Larry. So we're about to
I
give some
guess we were
memberships
thinking of
out.
last month then.
Yeah, I know we're that far
Yeah.
behind. So we're about to gift out 10 more memberships. There is 5. Again, we can't choose who they go to. It is completely random. Thank you so much, Larry. Appreciate that. We've never
Normally
forgotten
we
before.
always try to
We
catch
normally
it.
try to do it the first of the month, but it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You're still going to get the membership for a month. So it doesn't matter when we do it. And we're about to send out 5 more memberships right there. How about that? Clicking the mouse.
There we go.
Good deal. All right. Thank you, Larry. Always, y'all please let us know whenever we miss things like this. It happens. Okay. Last comment. And who? Oh, hang on. Adam. Now I was meaning the house air dryer fun. Appreciate you, Adam. Got you, buddy.
Thank you, Adam.
And then Kelly's Country Life. Thank y'all for gifting out 5 memberships.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. We're going to end it with this one because it's a very good one, something to be blessed and thankful for. So, Mr. Jimmy, you're exactly right. 195,000 subs right here on this channel. 200 right around the corner.
Yes.
We've had another really solid month.
Thanks.
Next thing you know, we'll have the $250,000. We'll work on the $500,000, and we'll keep scrolling it all the way up to that $1 million where I made some big promises that I don't want to meet. So we'll probably cancel the channel at 999,999 people. So yes, super blessed, super thankful. I know this is YouTube, but we've seen amazing growth on Facebook as well. And we've got other channels. So we've been very blessed to be able to work very hard and do what we do and come from like what we was just talking, living in a camper and cooking on a gas grill in the barn to actually having a house and talking about doing, something else over at the river property. Y'all, we don't take it for granted. We're blessed. We love that y'all love the content, and we love that we're able to take these big risks and gambles and invest in us. And it's because of y'all doing the Amazon stuff and just watching the content and doing all the wonderful things and gifts that y'all have done tonight. We don't ask for them. We don't expect them. Actually, the only thing that I would ever ask for is watch the content only if you like it. And if you'll subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, interact, that right there helps us more than you could ever know. And then all the extra things y'all do on top of this is the only reason we're able to grow at the rapid pace that we have been. We're blessed. We know we are. We don't take it for granted. And we try to tell y'all that all the time. Maybe it ain't even enough, but we want y'all to know that. I watch so many other channels, and I've watched so many over the years that never recognize viewers, and they're doing so extremely well. And it's like, don't forget how you got there. Now, with that said, I watch some channels too that absolutely do appreciate and respect the viewers. What an amazing way to earn a living and do the things we do.
Absolutely.
Like I wake up all the time and pinch myself. I'm like, I get to go do what today for potential living? Like this is just awesome. So yes, Mr. Jimmy, big numbers coming up, big numbers. Thanks to y'all. We love and appreciate y'all so much. We are wrapping this thing up. Let me make sure I didn't miss nobody else here because I got so far behind. All right. Appreciate y'all so much. We'll catch y'all next Sunday. Thank you for spending your Sunday night with us. I hear somebody running around down there. We're about to go for a run. I said the word.
Oh, boys.
Take Ruger for a run.
Y'all have a blessed week.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see you next Sunday.
Y'all take care. Good night. God bless.